Alright folks, if you're going to be traveling through California in 2024, you are going to be riding through a state which has some of the most diverse landscape in America. And California is one of my favorite states to road trip. You've got mountains, you've got deserts, beaches, and you've got the largest trees on earth, some of which you can actually ride through them. So that's why in today's video we're going to be giving you an updated list for the top 10 motorcycle rides in California for 2024. So stay tuned folks, because we've got the best roads right here. Okay, so here we go with California. As we stated before, the sheer amount of diverse landscapes you see by motorcycle makes California one of the most unique regions in America to ride through. In this updated list for 2024, we'll cover the most popular motorcycle rides such as the technically challenging ORTEGA Highway. We'll also include the best national parks to ride through in California. And as always, we'll highlight some lesser known hidden gem roads that should be on your bucket list if you plan to ride through California in 2024. And for all the work we put into the video, the only thing I'm going to ask of you in return is to hit that like button for me. It really helps out the channel, and don't forget to subscribe either. We've got more videos on the best motorcycle rides in other states in America, and we'll be updating a few more in 2024, so stay tuned for that. And all the roads we're going to be talking about here can be found on our website, greatmotorcycleroads.com. There we have route descriptions, we have images of what the roads actually look like, and we offer the links to the Google Maps routes, all of which you can use to plan your route ahead or take them on the go right on your device. First up is the Sunrise Highway on County Road S1. This is about 24 miles in length. The Sunrise Highway is a scenic road that runs through the Laguna Mountains east of San Diego. Known for its stunning mountain meadows and wide panoramas, the S1 is blanketed with natural beauty. The Sunrise Highway takes you over 5,000 feet in elevation as it enters the Laguna Mountain Recreation Area of the Cleveland National Forest. There's also an observatory at the top to check out, and one of the most astonishing views is from Desert View, a spot where riders can see the stark contrast between the Cleveland National Forest and the Desert State Park. Spring flowers, fall colors, and summer sun are all great reasons to come experience this great motorcycle road in all seasons of the year. Riders will love the high ridge at the edge of the forest as you head north, and as you look down into the valleys to the east, you'll see the desert below. And the road opens up nicely as you head north beyond the recreation area, and eventually the route will meet up in Highway 79. But this route offers lots of great curves and beautiful vantage point views, and there's a lot of side route options back to town. The Sunrise Highway is one of the best motorcycle roads near San Diego. Next is Highway 96 on the Klamath River Highway. This is about 62 miles in length. This remote motorcycle road in California is a winding delight through spectacular wilderness. It travels along the second longest river in California, the Klamath River. You'll ride along the rugged cliffs of the Klamath and Trinity Rivers as you traverse this Northern California scenic highway. You can start this route by heading east out of Happy Camp, past the Bigfoot statue and up Cade Mountain. After reaching the summit, the road twists and turns its way alongside the river. And for much of Highway 96, the pavement quality is in pretty good condition, making it a great road for any type of motorcycle. You'll have good sightlines and gorgeous mountain scenery in every direction. There's not much tourist traffic, and it's not a major trucking route, so it makes for a great solitary ride. Highway 96 continues to be a great motorcycle road south to Orleans, and this section of road is known as the Bigfoot Scenic Byway. But the ride on Highway 96 offers curves that stretch for miles among beautiful Northern California scenery, including that of rivers below and the heavily forested mountainsides. Next is Joshua Tree National Park. The route we have here is about 62 miles in length. This ride is only about 2 hours from LA. The National Parks region is a desert enchantment, and the road through it is a two-lane pleasure, with weaving stretches of gently twisting pavement. You'll ride among rugged rock formations and stark desert landscapes. And of course, the region's twisted, bristled Joshua trees scattered in the park. Driving Park Boulevard can be a great way to see a lot of Joshua Tree National Park in a couple of hours. And this ride can be combined with short side stops and hikes along the way for longer trips. Park Boulevard will take you by many highlights, rock formations, and the Joshua Tree groves. Being federal land, the pavement quality is in very good condition, as with most national parks. Just watch out for the occasional gravel and sand on the road's edges. Pinto Basin Road makes a great combination to Park Boulevard, and you can enter it from either the west entrance or the south entrance of the national park. But the natural beauty of riding through the Joshua Tree National Park makes it one of the best and most unique motorcycle rides in the entire state. Next is California Highway 36. The route we've included here is about 140 miles in length. If you're looking for a roller coaster style road, this is the road for you. Highway 36 begins in Red Bluff and connects Interstate 5 to the Pacific Coast. It's one of the longest twisty roads in the state, with nearly 2,000 corners and 140 miles, passing through dense redwood forests, rocky mountains, and rolling valleys. In fact, California Highway 36 is a beautiful and storied road. The origins of this road date back to the era of the California Gold Rush. Along the route, you'll pass by some cool little towns, historical sites, and state parks. But as far as the riding experience, there'll be a flowing series of twisties that are seemingly tailor-made for motorcycles. This road also has fantastic vistas, as you ride your motorcycle among elevation changes, corners, and even a few straights. There are sheer drop-offs with no guardrails and blind curves. Just keep in mind as well, you'll want to fuel up before you get on this route, as there are limited options along the way. But California Route 36 is all in all a beautiful and enjoyable ride that provides glimpses of the diversity and beauty of Northern California. Next is one of California's most demanding and challenging roads to ride. This is the ORTEGA Highway on Route 74. This is about 24 miles in length. This is a famed California motorcycle route south of Los Angeles through the Santa Ana Mountains. It's got great curves, some really fun switchbacks, and there's spectacular views along the way, especially of Lake Elsinore. You'll start your ride surrounded by the trees of the San Bernardino National Forest, and eventually you gradually find yourself in the midst of the dry, sandy dunes of the Palm Desert, closer to Indian Wells. Adventurous riders will enjoy the abundance of twists and turns, while the road climbs the altitudes of arid landscape. But discretion, attention, and moderation are really needed on this road, as this stretch has had more than its share of motorcycle tragedies over the years. And it can get busy with other drivers, so choose your riding time wisely. But with its hairpin turns, open stretches with beautiful mountain scenery, the ORTEGA Highway is an absolute joy to ride, when you're able to do it safely. One of our favorite quotes about riding a motorcycle from my man Neil Peart: "When I'm riding my motorcycle, I'm glad to be alive. When I stop riding my motorcycle, I am glad to be alive." And just a quick station break, I wanted to tell you about today's sponsor, Morgan & Morgan. As you know, motorcyclists are some of the most vulnerable on the road. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, and they'll fight hard to get you the compensation you deserve if you're injured. If you're seriously injured on a motorcycle, you could be awarded millions for your injuries. In fact, Morgan & Morgan just recently saw verdicts of $17.5 million in California, $5 million in Florida, and $2.2 million in Kentucky. They're not afraid to go to court to get the biggest award possible to compensate you for your injuries. The fee is free unless you win, and it only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case. Of course, we always hope everybody has a safe riding experience on a motorcycle. But if you do happen to get injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Next up is one of the lesser known rides we're going to highlight here in California. This is Westgard Pass on Highway 168. Westgard Pass is a narrow gap between the White Mountains and Inyo Mountain ranges in eastern California. This ride offers 38 miles at elevations of over 7,000 feet. Westgard Pass lies entirely within the Inyo National Forest. State Route 168 crosses the pass, connecting the Owens Valley to Deep Springs Valley. And it's the only paved east-west route across the Inyo White Mountains. If you love the thrill of navigating hairpin turns with steep drop-offs, this is a route that you are going to love. The road is well paved overall, but it's very narrow and twisty. Motorcycling through this region will offer pristine scenery and grand vistas. You'll see fantastic views of the White Mountains and the Sierras. Just note the road is usually closed in winter and doesn't open usually until mid-April. But Westgard Pass on Route 168 will take the motorcyclists through pristine scenery and grand vistas of the White Mountains and the Sierras. Next is the route through Death Valley, featuring 190 and 78. This is about 158 miles in length. The hottest, driest place in North America is also an enchanting region of desolate splendor to ride through. The road along 190 and 78 takes you through the main National Park Road and west of the Panamint Mountains. Highway 190 crosses Death Valley National Park west to east. This road covers a wide range of elevations, and it's one of the only national parks in America where the speed limit reaches as high as 65 miles per hour. There's some fantastic overlooks nearby to ride to, including Dante's View Lookout, which offers some of the most breathtaking views of Death Valley at over 5,000 feet. You'll be able to see the basins and mountains for miles across on clear days. Also, as an option, you can take Emigrant Canyon Road, which is a great little road because no vehicles over 25 feet long are allowed on this one, and it offers views of the highest summit, Telescope Peak, at 11,000 feet. But this main route will offer a fantastic ride with its switchbacks, twisters, and dips near some dramatic drop-offs. But just a word of caution, Death Valley is obviously not a road you want to be traveling in the summer. The temperatures can get ridiculously hot even in the shade, so the cooler seasonal months are the best to ride this great California motorcycle road through Death Valley. Next is the Redwood Highway, and this includes the incredible scenic Avenue of Giants. This world-famous scenic drive is by far one of the most outstanding display of giant trees in the California Redwood Belt. Follow Highway 101 from the town of Leggett. You'll soon find yourself riding along the beautiful Pacific coast, where breathtaking views of the ocean and public beach access points line the road. The 31-mile portion called Avenue of the Giants is well marked by signs, and this section of road parallels Highway 101. It's surrounded by Humboldt Redwood State Park, which has the largest remaining stand of redwoods in the world. This route is mostly flat with gentle curves, but the sheer beauty of the ride is undeniable as you pass among the tallest trees in existence today. After Avenue of the Giants, you can get back on 101 for the remainder of the ride towards Eureka. And another incredibly unique ride just off 101 is the Lost Coast on Mattole Road. The pavement surface can be a bit bumpy in areas, but if you've got the patience for it, the Lost Coast offers the longest completely undeveloped stretch of shoreline in California. But if you want to experience riding along the Pacific coast and through the majestic redwood trees, don't miss the Redwood Highway and the Avenue of Giants Motorcycle Road. Next up is California 33. This is about 70 miles in length. Highway 33 is unique because it's both a National Forest scenic byway and a state scenic highway. This means that it traverses a scenic corridor of outstanding aesthetic, cultural, and historical values. From Ventura, hop on 33 north on the Maricopa Highway and cruise through Ojai towards the mountains. This ride is a looping, challenging delight, winding through the chaparral and pines of the Santa Ynez Mountains and Los Padres National Forest. 33 also has a few extremely fun short tunnels to ride through. It's beautiful wild country with amazing twisty roads, especially as you climb elevation, and there's tremendously inspiring views most of the way. The spectacular vistas greet you along the entire route, and yet you're also treated to close encounters of beautiful cliffs and rock formations. And there are many sweepers here that take you over Pine Mountain Saddle at about 6,000 feet, and then drops you down into the Cuyama Badlands. If you've got time for a longer detour, check out Lockwood Valley Road, which heads east toward the I-5. The northern part of this route is largely downhill with blind curves, so you'll want to watch out for any roadside debris, as you may be distracted by the astounding lush scenery. For a beautiful, desolate, and winding highway, don't miss California Route 33. Alright folks, you knew we couldn't leave this one out. Last but not least is Highway 1. This bucket list ride runs just about all of the Pacific coastline of California. Highway 1 has been honored time and again as a classic American road trip ride by countless books, magazines, and websites. The coastal scenery is beautiful, and opposite the ocean, inland scenery is just as inspiring, with its display of rolling hills, picturesque waterfalls, lush valleys, and majestic coastal mountains. And probably the most epic part of this route is in Big Sur. Sitting high above the surf, the highway clings to the edge of the area's cliffs, providing amazing views as it weaves in and out of the seemingly endless coastline. The biggest drawback is, unfortunately, almost every year a portion of the road gets damaged by storms. And 2024 is no exception. There's been a recent landslide near Rocky Creek, so keep that in mind when timing your ride here on Highway 1 in 2024. And while the northern section of Highway 1 is often overlooked, the Shoreline Highway is a great motorcycle road that offers miles and miles of curvy riding entertainment. And this end of the highway is extremely diverse because the road weaves in and out through the deep woods of the redwood forests. But almost the entire route of Highway 1 has varying degrees of stunning scenery along the glittering Pacific. Alright, so that's our list for the top 10 motorcycle roads in California for 2024. If you didn't see a road that you think should be included, go ahead and let us know in the comments section below. Or if you have any experience riding any of the roads we mentioned, leave a comment if you have any helpful tips on how to go about planning them. If you found this video helpful at all, hit that like button for us. It really helps out the channel. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos on the best motorcycle roads in other states in America. And a quick thank you to our motorcycle vlogger friends who submitted their riding footage. Show your support and give them a follow. And if you're a vlogger who'd like to submit your riding footage to be featured in one of our future videos, hit us up in the comments below or send us an email. And last but not least, thank you to our sponsor for today's video, Morgan & Morgan. Did you know you can start a claim with the largest injury law firm in just 8 clicks? It's really that easy. You can start your claim now with Morgan & Morgan by using the link you see on screen or dialing #law. That's #529 on your cell phone. Alright folks, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video.